Hello guys, so welcome to tonight's show. My name is CHUKS and you're on GFL TV, the home of football. So if today is the first time you see our program, we're able to bring you the latest Arsenal news updates as they drop all over the world. So for now, I almost starts with tonight's show. So Mikel Arteta don't do in press conference ahead of tomorrow's game against Everton. Early kickoff, 12:30 p.m. Nigerian time. So part of the press conference, Babacon they give us positive Ben White and Julian Timber update as reported by Charles Watt, Chris Whitley. So they say Mikel Arteta say there is a chance that Ben White and Julian Timber could play this weekend against Everton. Chris Whitley also, Mikel Arteta says there's a possibility that Ben White and Julian Timber could feature in this weekend's match against Everton. Even Fabrizio Romano carried the Sun, the Mirror, so many media houses carry this particular story. Now, since there is a possibility they can play against Everton, it means there's a certainty that they will be available for Real Madrid. And if that be the case, that shows at least it is not all doom and gloom, because it means the left side Marcus Kelly, the right side Julian Timber, then the centre back partnership from the look of things is going to be Saliba and Ben White. Because I believe even though Saliba might be playing out of position, because you need to understand that left-sided centre back and right-sided centre back are not the same thing. It is just like right back and left back. They are two different things. But it doesn't mean White cannot play there. For training, they go groom him. If they tell you say one day Merino go play centre forward, you go believe. Look at Merino now. I'm seeing statistics that the guy has a very, very good shot, and I don't forget it. And the reports they come for now. When I saw that report, he's not a striker. Look at what he's doing. He has more goals than Rasmus Højlund, Joshua Zexi. So like the impossible is nothing. Anything can happen. Okay, so I just this one, it does at least it lifts my spirits small. I did a bit happy that Ben White is back. I would prefer Ben White to play there than Julian Timber. Sorry, that's just the way me I say. Now we'll go quickly without wasting much of time. We'll enter Arteta press conference. So the they ask him on losing Gabriel Magalhaes to injury. Arteta say it's a tough one to digest because we just got Bukayo Saka back and they were lost Gabi, so it was tough. But the team reacted like it had reacted all season. I'm really proud of that, and we know that it's going to be out for a while, so we need to find different solutions and keep competing the way we have been all season. Now, on having to find more solutions to problems, you see, we have to, because we've come so far, and now we have the most important, beautiful part of the season. We have to react to those things, and that means that other players are going to have opportunities to play, and the team has to find other ways. You see, now part of the other ways, this Ben White now we will go play Gabriel Magalhaes' role, the way behind the scene. Now, did they ask him whether Ricardo Calafiori could be back? He said the guy no dey fit. And that means in the last week or so, we've lost 4 players, and that's obviously a big task. But let's see how Ben White and Julian Timber are tomorrow. And that's it. We must keep playing and competing the way we have been. They're going to ask him on if Ben White and Timber could be fit for Everton. Let's say there's a chance. Yes. Yeah. So remember, saying that the same way they ask him when Saka don't come back, say if there's a chance Saka is going to feature against Everton, he say yes, there's a chance. Now, on whether he would risk them with Real Madrid up next, he said the problem is that we have a few of those calls. So we are going to have to decide this evening or tomorrow very early in the morning which players we can play and for how long, because nobody just to play them for how long, because their load is going to be distributed like somewhat equally. But they big load like that, because at this point our squad is thin. Yeah, so we need to see how we take manage. That's why I was saying, well, we'll just see how we take rest players for this Everton game. But I think I can correct people like me when they talk something like that, because when you read through the entire transcript, I think that says something like that. Now they come ask him on if Real Madrid is a bigger game than Everton, because people like me, I used to think Real Madrid is a bigger game. We should rest players for Everton and face Real Madrid, because you go better say nothing to our star boy. So more even play Saka against Everton. But Arteta corrected me by saying, no, that's wrong. The biggest game for us right now should be Everton. And the best way to prepare for Real Madrid is to do what we have to do to beat Everton. Because this is football. It's an emotional game, and you have to continuously do what you have to do, and you cannot be thinking ahead. the competition, the level, how the teams are prepared is too big to think that way. You cannot allow yourself to think that way, which means we need to see how we can beat Everton, come carry that positive momentum, carry and enter the Real Madrid game. That's the way Arteta dey see am. Now, on playing Declan Rice as centre back, in case maybe White no come back. So let's say we would for sure. We tried it against PSV away last season, and he's played in that position. So hopefully it won't be needed. But if it is, he's a player who is capable of doing that. Get I would say Baba explain. Now, on how long could Saka play against Everton to get ready for Real Madrid? They say, see, we only focus now on what we have to do. You get, because we go focus on what we go do, because Goodison Park na tough ground. Every team may go there, they struggle, and tomorrow we are going to have to play really strong. The best way to prepare for Real Madrid is to win and play really well tomorrow. Now, on visiting Goodison Park one last time, because this is the last time, like this season is the last time Goodison Park, the Everton will use this stadium. Next season, they are moving to their brand new stadium. I don't see the stadium, see the fresh, see the field, mad, you get. So he say it go dey very special, because he said play for Everton once upon a time. So it will be somewhat special. Shall the last time they'll be visiting the Goodison Park. Now, on whether he will get a warm welcome when he returns, well, we might leave that one. After later, they're going to say AI don't suggest Arteta is the best looking manager in the Premier League. Well, we'll leave all that one. So I think this concludes the Arteta's press conference. I just look for like the important, notable moments of the press conference. Now giving up, because the thing long, the transcript long, but like the important areas where I feel say now need to know. Now giving up. All right, let's move on to other stories. Now, away from that. Now, it's not the official. Say Kevin De Bruyne, this is going to be his last season at Arsenal. I don't talk him since again. Say because I know say age don't catch up with him. So he don't write an open letter to Manchester City fans that is going to be retired, like not retire really, but it's going to be moving on. I believe saying they go Saudi Arabia to go collect money. Yeah. So he go come out for Manchester City. Then the next step, well, he talk plenty, and I see. Sky Sports, they put up what the guy win. The guy won a lot. The guy is so decorated. But it is what it is. Now, remember saying in the morning, I told you, Marca will be one of the publications in La Liga that they talk say today. Now UEFA go announce the verdicts of what's going to happen to Rudiger, Vinicius Junior, Dani Ceballos, Mbappe. Now, don't you say all of them will be available against Arsenal. They don't get any ban. Although they got a ban, but it was a suspended ban. Gets so that ban just because I say no be ban, they collect fine, UEFA collect money, get, because breaking Rudiger, Vinicius Junior, Ceballos, Mbappe will be available to play versus Arsenal. UEFA confirmed they will not ban Real Madrid players after celebration versus Atletico, only fined for 40,000 euros. So for those of us who are expecting, maybe they will give Real Madrid players some sort of. In fact, one of our senior men they enter my DM, so we will discuss about that. Because you see, there is no way UEFA will ban them, because UEFA wants money. And when you look at the spectators' value, what did they watch for? What did they give us value? Now to watch stars. When you're watching Arsenal game, you see Bukayo Saka, you see the guys, you see everybody. You go happy, you go very enthusiastic to watch the match. Imagine a game where there's no Saka, there's no Odegaard, there's no Magalhaes, there's no Saliba. Your level of enthusiasm go low. Imagine watching a Champions League match, this type of caliber match. You don't see Mbappe, you don't see Jude Bellingham, you don't see Vinicius Junior. You want to watch now, you get. So that's why UEFA go prefer fine, you get, so that the match is going to be a spectacle to behold. More people will want to watch the match, because when was the last time anybody played Arsenal? Really, you get. So maybe now later the Henry said play concept. So UEFA go prefer to collect money, which they have collected. So that's just the way things are. Now, apart from that, so Talk Sports going to give us an important information. Say Manchester City are now accusing the Premier League of favoring Arsenal. Revealed a journalist. I watched the video where they explained everything. Yes. Now the core of the matter, they say, if you remember that APT, Associated Party Transaction Rules, where the Manchester City challenge the FA money where like the shareholder loans, money where club owners loan club. You get, say that particular money, they're supposed to look and evaluate them in the same way where we say companies where they're related or affiliated to owners. You can judge that one. You're supposed to judge them the same way, because that is a new challenge. Man City take the FA to a new court of arbitration. Say, what's be the difference? Club they collect a loan, from owners with 0% interest. And we now, we know they collect loan from our owner, but companies where they related to our owner, like maybe Etihad Airways, then they sponsor us. You get, but you can't talk say you want to put eye for that sponsorship because Mago go dey. But why not they put the same eye to the shareholder loans? That is the argument wey Man City they give. So that one another new law because they say Arsenal they owe their owners plenty money, and in fact Man City mentioned Arsenal, say the FA they favor Arsenal against them. So that one another battle. Anyhow, the verdict from my side, I go let you know. Now away from that, remember I said tomorrow we'll get match Arsenal versus Everton at the Goodison Park, 12:30 p.m. Nigerian time. Well, this match, I'm gonna watch me. I'm gonna watch it with one hand for my chest because I know one see one story or something happens. I can't get injury or because I don't say as long as Jim Tarkowski did there, Brathwaite did there, all those kind Harrison did there, all those kind very dangerous people for that Everton, and that Beto self, that Beto they very bullish. I just pray. So we don't get any last minute injury because after this match, na Baba na Madrid. So I just hope so we don't get anything will make my heart skip a bit. Yes. That's why I've been talking say I beg with the rest my delicious Bukayo Saka because Real Madrid is not a physical team that will play rough. If you play clean football, they go play clean football with you. Yeah, they don't get time to come they slide all those kind of rough. They will believe you may play your game. So you need to play this Everton game with like cautiously. I think that's the word. You need to be very cautious with this Everton game. Now, away from that, we're going to get another report from Chronicle Live as put out by Football London. Say Arsenal don't drop out of Alexander Isak race. They're going to say our colleagues over at Chronicle Live reports that Arsenal are ready to move on from their interest in Newcastle striker Alexander Isak, with Victor Gyökeres identified as the main summer target. Now, Newcastle are said to have no interest in selling Isak this summer and will place an astronomical asking price on his shoulders. Gyökeres is instead said to cost a price of around £58.5 million. Normal, you get. Isak current deal will run to 2028, so you got to get a long time to hold on. So personally, me, back with Isak, pursue Gyökeres if you get that, no issue. I doing me at the time practically. Now, Gabriel has Congo post for Instagram say I will be back and I'll be back soon, stronger than ever. So many people, sports and lovers, footballers, when they post under the post. So some kind of notable people like Vinicius Junior say gets also my brother. Even the Lucas Papikin himself say focus on the recovery. Monster will come back stronger. It gets so well. It is what it is. Like well, I just want to talk about it. I might just move on. It is what it is. Now, David Moyes come outside. They talk say Arsenal see they owe money. Say Arsenal they owe 50 million. Say because the amount will buy Declan Rice, don't be the amount you're supposed to pay. Say Declan Rice is worth more than that. David Moyes has joked that Arsenal fans still owe him 50 million, insisting that Declan Rice was worth more than the £100 million the Gunners paid for him when he was West Ham manager. You get so but they talk plenty. Well, I think I remember when the Arsenal fans they do they raise money, see they all raise money, see how they go fund me, we then create to pay West Ham more money for what happened to Declan Rice. So this is what it is. Now, Repalo and Alan Brazil, they're going to name one player if you replace Gabriel Magalhaes for the Arsenal squad, and it's quite almost similar to what I don't talk before. So they said, look at Ben White. I don't know what the problem is with Ben White. He has played central half as well, so you know he has played in that situation. So then they are saying instead of using Jacob Kivior, make I don't lie for you. Like almost 80 or 70% of Arsenal fans don't really get any faith in Kivior. You get, they believe say they will bully him. Like you better not play White. You get. So now everybody is rooting for Ben White to play. Yeah, but at the same time, Ben White will get his own shortcomings for that role. But I think with more training, no matter the shortcomings, he will see they prefer because primarily he's a centre back. Just that it's not a left-sided. It's just like if you come up Ben White right back and say go play left back. Don't be saying no go fit play him. But you go get some kind of shortcomings. So now the same way you go look at him, if you say make him go play left-sided centre back, because that is why if you see somebody play left-sided centre back, naturally you go tilt towards left back. Look at Fury, left-sided centre back, left back. Look at Jacob Kivior, left-sided centre back, left back. You don't see how to be. So imagine carrying Gabriel Magalhaes now to go play right-sided centre back, or carrying Saliba to go play left-sided centre back. There will be issues. Look at Boston. People like Virgil van Dijk, God bless him. He can play left side centre back and right side centre back. God give him that gift. No be every centre back they get that ability. So just look at Tomiyasu now. He can play anywhere across the back line. Right back, right centre back, left centre back, and you can play anywhere. Look at Timber. Same thing. You get not everybody get that ability, but why not use Timber? We say Madrid go come the leverage on cross and not, and come on, Kukuru Koimbi. So it no go make sense. Now onto the let's bring you basically from one of our sponsors before we finalize. So Mobi Water Associates and Co Limited, they're into construction services, dredging, canalization, real estate, and shore protection works. They're also into mechanical and fabrication services and procurement services nationwide. So if you want to reach out to them, you can call them on +234 80 646 and they're located at number 7 Kennywood Road, Orazi, opposite St. Stephen's Anglican Church, Port Harcourt. So if you're interested in any of the services, do reach out to them. Now, the biggest news of the night, then the fact that Arteta they confirmed say Ben White and Julian Timber could be available for Everton, which means there's a certainty that they would play the match against Real Madrid. So my mind don't come down. So my dear Arsenal lovers, I think it's a fine place for us to call the show an end. So till I come your way tomorrow morning to give you the morning news. So then thanks for tuning in. Enjoy the rest of your night. Now good night and I get out. All right, guys. Ciao.